Hi everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today I have a fun project for you guys that holds a little treat. This is a card, but it holds our little 2x2 box as well. I've been thinking about doing one of these for you guys for probably a year, and I'm finally getting around to it, and I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to use one of the new bundles that is coming in the holiday catalog, but this can be done for any occasion. So as you guys seen in my unboxing, one of my favorite sweets is the Cauldron Bubble. That is this stamp set here. It has super fun images with framelits that coordinate. A beautiful paper. Let me show you that. It's called Toil and Trouble Designer Series paper. And I flicked through these pages in my unboxing, so I won't do that today, but a beautiful pack of paper that I know is going to sell very, very well. So as soon as that holiday catalog goes live for customers, it starts September 5th. If you've been thinking about joining Stampin' Up, though, you can order your starter kit and choose items out of the holiday catalog. So just keep that in mind if you've been thinking about it. We are going to go ahead and create this card a little bit differently this time. Now you can see here from my box, I'm using one of our clear 2x2 boxes in our catalog, but I have also done this card with a box that I created out of our designer series paper and just made my own lid. So that you can do as well if you do not have the clear boxes, but these are super easy, and I like that you can see the treat you know, within, and they just slide beautifully right in there. So let's go ahead and get started. I will show you at the end that I have created another version of this card for birthday. So for our card base, I'm using a piece of Granny Apple Green. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to give that a nice score, or burnish here, rather. And then we are going to bring in our paper trimmer. So the paper trimmer is what makes this work. So I'm going to put my right side of my card to my 1-inch mark. That is across from our cutting spot. Okay, I'm going to put my blade up top. Do not want your scoring tool. You will notice on the clear drop piece that you do have measurements here too. So I'm going to cut down to the 2-inch mark. Okay, now I'm going to do my best to line this up, and what I found is easy for me is taking it down to the 2-inch mark on the bottom, making room here on my desk. Everything is falling. So I'm lining my cut that I just made with the 2-inch, and I'm going to cut, same thing, down 2 inches. Okay, so now I have 2 slits, and we can go ahead. I'm going to drop my blade here, and we're going to cut this out. So see? I made my little slot now. So let me grab my clear box from my first project. And you can see how that slides right in. Okay, so you can always change like where you want this. If you want this to come from this side, you can leave yourself 3/4 inch or 1 inch. I like the inch on the side. I chose to do it on the right. You can do the reverse, completely up to you. That's what's so nice about it, but the trimmer is a must-have to be able to do this. So this one we're going to do a little bit different. We're going to use designer series paper, but we're also going to use the dies, and doing so less stamping this time compared to my original. I stamped and colored both the ghost and the cat with my Stampin' blends, and then I stamped my sentiment and did a stitched oval. This time we're going to do it a little different. So I have a bunch of the designer series paper. This piece is cut 1 inch by 5.5. I'm going to grab my adhesive. And we're going to add a bunch of that. I'm just going to turn this because I tend to see better. Yeah, with it lined up. Okay, now there is a little stamp in this set. I will show you. It's right here. It's got some stars and little dots. We're going to just do a little background stamping with the Granny Green, Granny Apple Green. Let me grab myself a piece of scratch paper. And I think I'm going to bring some in over here too. Why don't we do a little bit more around? Maybe I will do it all around this opening. We'll see. Now I haven't done a practice one like this. This is my practice with you guys. Trying to show you a bunch of different options on how to use your bundle. Okay, so let's see how that looks. We might want to add some more once we get this set. We'll decide. Okay, so I have a few more pieces of the designer series paper. So this piece, which is 1.5 inches long by 12, is going to go around our clear bags. So our clear bags, clear tiny treat boxes. So these are in the annual catalog. You can buy them in a pack of 16. They are awesome. You will see that they come with a little plastic covering, so you pull that off. And then you go ahead and pop it open and like bend all of your pieces right on the crease. I'm going to be sure your box stands real well. I'm going to bend that top part back. Okay, now we'll do the bottom. You can kind of hear a little crinkle. That's okay. I love these. They're so easy to use. I mean, making a 2x2 box isn't that hard, but I just love that you can kind of see your treat. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's put that in. All right, so you can see here is my box now assembled. So whichever designer series paper you choose to use, I like the 1.5 inch because you can still see the treat. I'm just going to fold this around my box, and that's kind of giving me score lines. And I am just going to trim this. And if you wanted to crease those superficial score lines, you can. I'm going to hold this. I'm going to trim my paper. Alright, so see how I have those bends? You can come back here with your bone folder and give yourself a nice crisp edge. And I am definitely, I'm probably for sure going to do an online class with this bundle. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. I'll probably wait till September to announce that because it is a little bit early and everybody's, I mean, I have kids going off to school. I'm sure many of you do too. All right, so that is our little box. Let's open up our card and let's slide that in. Works perfectly. Look how cute already. I think it's a little crooked. Look at that. Isn't that fun? All right, so let's set that aside. Now we're going to bring in the Big Shot and do a little cutting. And here's my pieces stuck. So these framelits, you know, you can stamp your image and then cut it out with your framelits. but they also can cut the images in the paper. So the hat is pretty easy to do. I wanted to let you guys know with the witch, this one's a little bit more tricky because it involves, you know, the way her hat is, the way her hands are. So you kind of have to look for the proper, you know, fit. Not every witch on the paper will cut out. So let me grab my Big Shot. But you can always stamp your witch and color it, which I will do because I love to color with my blends. I am going to cut this black hat here. And so the reason I'm cutting one of these out is I just want to kind of pop that up on the front of my box, give it a little bit more dimension. Look at that, how fun. Okay, so now let's do our witch. This one right here works perfectly. I just want to be sure I line up. Let me see, I might have to pull this closer so I can see a little bit better. That looks great. Okay. Let's lay this down. Let's roll this through. Beautiful. We got our cute little witch. I love the witch in this set. She is just darling. This is definitely one of those bundles that I will hold on to. All right. Let me set the Big Shot aside. Let's bring back in our card and our box. So you can see here, this is what I meant by, I just want to pop this up right over the existing hat. I think maybe I'll use some minis to get my, actually, let me use our new pickup tool. So this is one of the new fun tools in the holiday catalog. It's awesome. You have 2 different tips that you can change. So for instance, this one here, I can just pick up my dimensions, my mini dimensionals very easily and stick them down. Right now, the other tip that I have here is a putty tip. So for picking up little pieces, that's awesome. Okay. I mean, you can use that tip to take off the backs of the dimensionals too, if you struggle with those sometimes. All right, so let's put our little hat right here. All right, so for our card, I'm going to put my witch right there. And I want to pop her up too because she is super cute. I'm telling you, I am going to have so much fun with this one. I think I'm going to try to put a mini dimensional there. And one right there, hopefully. I don't want a saggy witch. I want her to be nice and sturdy. Okay. She looks like such a friendly witch, so. Okay. All right, and then we will stick her right there. Love it. I love it. All right, so now I have a piece of Whisper White here. This is just a scrap. I'm going to open up my gorgeous grape, and we are going to stamp the Happy Halloween in the gorgeous grape. Look at that. Love it. And we are going to punch that out with our classic label punch. So I will show you here. You know, there's nice little swirlies on the sentiment. I'm going to kind of take those off of the P's, but leave it on the L for Happy Halloween. But to me, it's still fine. It just trimmed off a little bit. Okay, so we are going to, I think we'll do the mini dimension. We're using all kinds of dimensionals, and that's perfectly fine. You get so many. You don't have to worry about using them. We're going to pick that up and we're going to put this right under our box. Okay, so let me slide our box in here. Hopefully you can see that. We're not quite done. We're going to do a bow too. So this is one of the new ribbons. This is a black glitter organdy ribbon. We are going to make ourselves a bow. What am I doing? Let me see here. You know me and bows on camera. We don't always get along. All right, let me try this. Let me try it off camera. Go. See? Worked out a little bit better and quicker with me off the camera. All right, so let's cut that on an angle. We are going to grab ourselves a glue dot. We're going to put that right behind the knot. We'll bring back in our box and we will put that right on top, just like that. Isn't that cute? I love it. I love the background stamping. We did pretty good. If you wanted, you could fill in a little bit more here or around, but I love it. I absolutely love it. So, like I said, all of these products will be available in my online store starting September 5th. I know everybody gets so excited about the holiday catalog. If you are a current customer of mine and you have ordered in the last 6 months, you will receive a catalog from me. If you are not and you need a demonstrator, feel free to place an order and reach out, and I'd be happy to send one to you. As promised, I wanted to show you another one of these using current product that you can order right now, and that is this one here. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? This is using the Broadway bound designer series paper. So beautiful birthday with the gold and the embossing. So I stamped the happy birthday is from the perennial birthday set. I've embossed that in gold, and then I've used the designer series paper to do both the balloons as well as this background. Again, I did the clear box with some of this same ribbon, and you have lots of options. So here are the 3 that we've created so far. Beautiful. I absolutely love them. So I hope you've enjoyed today's projects, and I look forward to being back with you real soon, as always. And a full supply list, maybe I'll put one up of the birthday card with the products you can purchase right now, but I will update that with the products for the holiday catalog on my blog at theirishscrapper.com. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.